In no particular order, here are the 10 best midsize SUV choices for 2025. The Mazda CX-90 is a midsize 3-row SUV with premium brand ambitions, which replaces the CX-9. It takes what's best from the likes of BMW and Land Rover, but with a much more affordable price tag, and dare we say, more handsome looks. It's the first Mazda to have a turbocharged 3.3-liter inline-six engine paired with a 48-volt hybrid system. This system gives you 280 horsepower and 332 pound-feet of torque in the regular trims, while the S models pack a punch with 340 horsepower and 369 pound-feet of torque. There's also a plug-in hybrid version that produces 23 horsepower and 369 pound-feet of torque. Every model comes with an 8-speed automatic transmission, and all-wheel drive is standard. The drive is smooth and sporty, though the suspension can be a bit firm. Acceleration is really good for its class, with the 340 horsepower version reaching 60 miles an hour in about 6.3 seconds. Fuel efficiency is also respectable, with approximately 24 miles per gallon in the city and 28 miles per gallon on the highway. Inside, you'll find a nice cabin with unique fabric inserts on the dash and door panels. Most CX-90 models feature a second-row bench seat that can accommodate up to 7 or 8 passengers based on the third-row setup. Leather upholstery starts from the preferred trim, with the Premium Plus version featuring some pretty soft Nappa leather. Cargo space is also good, with 16 cubic feet behind the third row, 40 cubic feet behind the second row, and a maximum of 75 cubic feet with all the seats folded. The infotainment screen is integrated into the dashboard and managed via a click wheel on the center console. Most trims come with a 12.3-inch central display as standard. You also get wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto on all trims at no additional cost. Lower trims have a 7-inch digital gauge display and an 8-speaker stereo system, while the Premium Sport trim features a 12-speaker Bose Premium stereo and a fully digital gauge cluster in the Premium Plus. It's also worth mentioning that if you're looking to buy an SUV in this size without the extra 2 seats, you can opt for the almost identical Mazda CX-90, which technically features the same design and packages without that extra third row. Toyota expands its SUV family with the new Crown Signia for 2025. This midsize 2-row crossover replaces the Venza and sits between the RAV4 and Highlander in size. However, it comes with a higher starting price than both, and that is not criticism, because overall, the Crown Signia feels like a Lexus, but without the Lexus price tag. Under the hood, there's a hybrid 243 horsepower engine, achieving a fuel economy of over 30 miles per gallon, with standard all-wheel drive. It can accelerate from 0 to 60 in about 7 seconds, keeping pace with other midsize hybrid SUVs in its class. Inside, the Crown Signia is more luxurious compared to other Toyota models, featuring higher quality materials and an effortlessly pleasant design. It also provides more space and even better towing capability than the Venza. The base XLE model comes with cloth and vinyl upholstery as standard, while the limited trim comes with leather seats. Panoramic sunroof is optional, and interior color choices include different hues of tan or black. On the tech front, the Crown Signia includes a standard 12.3-inch touchscreen and a 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster across the board. The infotainment system supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and offers connectivity features like Wi-Fi, over-the-air updates, and a voice assistant. The XLE trim has a 6-speaker stereo, while the limited trim upgrades to an 11-speaker JBL audio system. Honda has revamped the 2025 Pilot by introducing a premium Black Edition trim, priced at $41,000. With this update, the entry-level LX trim has been removed, making the Pilot Sport the new base model. Consequently, the starting price for the Pilot has gone up by $2,810. The new Black Edition trim makes a bold statement with its 20-inch wheels, blacked-out badging, and exterior accents, such as on the grille, mirror housings, and door trim. Inside, you'll notice Black Edition embossed on the front seats and floor mats. The interior also showcases exclusive red contrast stitching on the steering wheel, door panels, and leather seats, along with red accent lighting. Under the hood, all Pilot models are equipped with a 3.5-liter V6 engine, producing 285 horsepower, paired with a 10-speed automatic transmission. While the front-wheel drive is standard, you can opt for all-wheel drive. The Pilot can accelerate to 60 miles per hour in just 7 seconds, with a linear throttle response that feels refined and confident. The Trailsport version is designed for off-road adventures, featuring a special suspension with a 1-inch lift, steel skid plates, all-terrain tires, a hill descent control system, and a trail-specific all-wheel drive mode. The EPA rates the Pilot at 19 miles per gallon in the city and 27 miles per gallon on the highway, which is on par with competitors like the Kia Telluride. As for technology, the base Sport model comes with a 7-inch infotainment touchscreen and a 7-inch digital gauge cluster, featuring Honda's latest user-friendly interface with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Other models upgrade to a larger 9-inch infotainment display with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, while the Elite and Black Edition trims also include a 12.2-inch gauge cluster. The 2025 Ford Explorer lineup has been trimmed down to 4 models: the base, Active, ST Line, ST, and Platinum. The front has been updated with a new grille, headlights, and lower air inlets, and the rear now has new taillights. Platinum, ST, and ST Line trims can now be ordered with a sleek black painted roof and the new Blue Cruise hands-free driving feature. Under the hood, the base, Active, ST Line, and Platinum trims are powered by a turbocharged 2.3-liter 4-cylinder engine, producing 300 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque. The sporty ST trim gets a turbocharged 3-liter V6 with 400 horsepower and 415 pound-feet of torque, which is also available as an option on the Platinum. All models come with a 10-speed automatic transmission and standard rear-wheel drive, with all-wheel drive as an option. If you're thinking acceleration, the turbocharged 2.3-liter engine can propel the Explorer from 0 to 60 in about 6 seconds. Moreover, the Explorer boasts impressive towing capabilities with a maximum of 5,000 pounds. Every model includes the Class 3 towing package, featuring a hitch, trailer wiring harness, and trailer sway control system. Inside, the 2025 Explorer brings more comfort through upgraded soft-touch materials on the center console and door panels, along with new color schemes. The redesigned dashboard is designed to provide more space for front passengers. Access to the third row is easy thanks to a mechanism that moves the second row seat at the touch of a button. The 2025 Explorer is the first Ford to feature Ford's new software system called Digital Experience. As uninspired as the name might sound, the software allows drivers to access apps and services from Google and Amazon, as well as Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. While parked, users can stream videos, browse the internet, and play games via Google Play. The Explorer also includes 8 USB ports, 2 for third-row passengers and 3 12-volt power sockets. A 13.2-inch LCD touchscreen infotainment screen is standard. For 2025, Kia's hybrid and plug-in hybrid Sorentos get the updated styling and interior enhancements that were introduced on the non-hybrid models in 2024. When you step into a Kia showroom, you'll find 16 trim levels to choose from, with prices ranging from $33,365 for the LX to $48,765 for the X-Pro SX Prestige. Under the hood, there are 2 engine choices available with either front-wheel or all-wheel drive. The standard engine is a 191 horsepower, 2.5-liter inline-4, while a 281 horsepower turbocharged 2.5-liter 4-cylinder is also available. Both engines come with an 8-speed automatic transmission, and the hybrid version uses a 6-speed automatic. The most powerful turbocharged engine can propel the Sorento from 0 to 60 in just 6 seconds. While the Sorento is not designed for extreme tasks, it can still tow up to 4,000 pounds while keeping good EPA estimates. Fuel economy is rated at 23 miles per gallon city and 31 miles per gallon highway for the base 2.5-liter engine. The turbocharged version is a little thirstier with 20 miles per gallon city and 29 miles per gallon highway. Inside the cabin, the Sorento impresses with a well-thought-out layout, excellent build quality, and premium materials. Ambient lighting and stitched surfaces on the door panels and seats give the cabin an upscale feel. Overall, the Sorento is designed with families in mind, offering plenty of storage spots and cup holders. It includes a standard third row, and the second row bench can be replaced with captain's chairs. On the infotainment front, the Sorento features a dual-screen setup in curved panoramic display. The standard setup includes a 4.3-inch digital gauge display and a 12.3-inch infotainment touchscreen, while the higher trims offer a larger 12.3-inch reconfigurable gauge display. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard on all models. Hyundai's new Santa Fe Hybrid sports a striking redesign with a bold, boxy look that departs from the softer lines of its previous generation. Under the hood, the Santa Fe Hybrid features a turbocharged 1.6-liter four-cylinder engine combined with an electric motor, delivering a total of 232 horsepower. This is a slight increase from the previous model's 226 horsepower. The older model could accelerate from 0 to 60 in about 7.5 seconds, and we expect the new one to do slightly the same. All Santa Fe hybrids come with a 6-speed automatic transmission with front-wheel drive standard and all-wheel drive available as an option. The EPA estimates fuel economy at 36 miles per gallon city and 35 miles per gallon highway for front-wheel drive models, and 35 miles per gallon city and 34 highway for all-wheel drive models. Once you step inside the cabin, you might feel a little like you're in a Land Rover, thanks to a sophisticated design integrated with modern technology. The 3 rows of seating are really comfortable and offer ample space, but for more luxe and comfort, you can opt for second-row captain's chairs with a cool power reclining feature. The dashboard includes a 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster alongside a touchscreen infotainment system. All models come standard with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. A separate 6.6-inch touchscreen is dedicated to climate control. A nice touch is the dual wireless charging pads and the multiple USB-C ports. Hyundai knows we live in the era of USB-C, and the kids need to be entertained for a peaceful family road trip. Additionally, Hyundai has incorporated an available UVC sterilization tray for sanitizing phones, wallets, and other small items. Volkswagen managed to reimagine the station wagon for today's families in the 2025 Atlas. It has 3 rows of seats, fits up to 7 passengers, and can tow up to 5,000 pounds. Under the hood, the Atlas features a 269 horsepower turbocharged inline-4 engine paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission. The setup provides sufficient acceleration for daily driving. Front-wheel drive is standard on the SE and SE with technology trims, with all-wheel drive as an option. Compared to the older 276 horsepower V6 engine, the new turbo 2-liter offers better throttle response and a livelier feel thanks to the retuned transmission. It can reach 60 miles an hour in about 7.3 seconds and complete the quarter mile in 15.6 seconds with a top speed of 92 miles per hour. Fuel economy is decent with the front-wheel drive Atlas achieving 20 miles per gallon in the city and 27 miles per gallon on the highway. The interior is pretty straightforward and family-friendly, with an overabundance of cup holders, storage nooks for small items, and a really comfortable third row of seats that can accommodate even full-size adults. Once upon a time, the Chevrolet Blazer was a rugged V8 beast made for tearing through the dirt. Those days are over, and the 2025 Blazer has transformed into a sleek, mid-size SUV with sporty Camaro-inspired looks and plenty of road pep. Pop the hood and you'll find 2 engine choices, a 228 horsepower turbocharged 2-liter 4-cylinder and a muscular 308 horsepower 3.6-liter V6. Both come with a 9-speed automatic transmission and the option of front or all-wheel drive. The Turbo 4 version is great for daily driving, but if you crave more power, the V6 will get you from 0 to 60 miles per hour in about 6.6 seconds and can tow up to 4,500 pounds. Inside, the Blazer takes cues from the Camaro, featuring an intuitive climate control system with round air vents you can twist to adjust the temperature. The interior is decked out with soft-touch plastics and a chic 2-tone color scheme. There's ample cargo space too, with 31 cubic feet behind the rear seats and 64 cubic feet with them folded flat, enough to stow 26 carry-on suitcases. Plus, there are plenty of smart storage spots like ledges on the front door panels that are perfect for smartphones. Tech-wise, every Blazer comes equipped with a 10.2-inch touchscreen that supports Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, along with wireless charging for your gadgets. USB ports are found at the front and back of the center console, and certain trims include a 120-volt outlet for even more convenience. The Genesis GV80's eye-catching design makes a statement even when it's just sitting in the driveway, earning plenty of SUV awards in the process. This refined SUV offers luxury with a delightful twist, a surprisingly sweet starting price that Porsche and BMW can't beat. The base model features a 300 horsepower turbocharged 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine, but it's limited to 2 rows of seats. The more thrilling 375 horsepower twin-turbo V6 opens up the option for a 3rd row, accommodating up to 7 passengers. The V6 isn't just powerful, It gets from 0 to 60 in a speedy 5.3 seconds, while the Turbo 4 does it in 6.1 seconds. Towing capacity is another strong point, with the GV80 able to tow up to 6,000 pounds, beating rivals like the Volvo XC90. The EPA estimates the 4-cylinder GV80 will get 19 miles per gallon in the city and 24 miles per gallon on the highway. The V6 sees a slight drop to 16